Hello everyone, myself Dr. Parithi Jain. I'm a neurophysiotherapist. I'm a child developmental expert. First of all, wish you a very happy World Physiotherapist Day on today, 8th September. So I just got a thought ki why not implement myself in a public figure with public topics which are are not being so focused by the society, and the society doesn't appreciate much about those topics, but I really want to discuss them further because I have seen many of the persons are unable to talk about those topics at their family, or they can't even discuss something, and they're not getting proper facilities to be talked upon. So here I am, and I have decided to take one topic each by a week and to talk in public. I know many of you won't be appreciating me for such work, but it's really an urge of the society to so that we can come up and talk something about like this. So today I am talking about vaginal discharge. What's abnormal? I don't feel any kind of abnormal in the topic itself, like the vaginal discharge, because what I feel and what is scientifically proven, it's like vaginal discharge is a housekeeping function of a female reproductive system, and it's a major thing that a female has to go in her life. So vaginal discharge is not abnormal for me, I guess, and it's seriously a housekeeping function of a female reproductive. And what happens, it's like the vaginal discharge, it's basically a fluid that is produced by the glands inside the vagina and the cervix in order to keep the dead cells and the bacteria out of a female body, and to keep the vaginal clean, so that we the females are away from the certain kind of infections, the bacterial infections, and we don't feel any kind of discomfort because it's a main reproductive system of a female. And what I feel, it's like there is nothing to talk about vaginal discharge, because we female generally, we females generally go through a passage in which we feel vaginal discharge, and we sometimes think to talk to about gynecologist or our family, and we are not able to talk about that because there are some situations which are very normal. So why should we talk about those situations even for doctors? Because I don't feel like this thing, if it's not serious that much, then we should not have it to be talked in for a doctor. We can consult, or we can self-consult it. So I'll be telling you some measures to keep in mind, so just to keep your vaginal clean. So let's start with some basic rules and regulations of a body reproductive system, and let's start. See, basically vaginal discharge comes out with the different odor, different smell, different thickness, and different consistencies. That totally depends on different females. But if it's normal, like we females are living our life, and we know what's normal and what's abnormal, so we can easily judge what's normal and what's abnormal. So what I feel, it's like if the the vaginal discharge, odor, smell, consistencies are normal, then there is no condition to be talked for a gynecologist. But if you think, yes, these are the particular things that are going on with differently that you have experienced earlier, then you should go with the gynecologist. And there is a increase in these vaginal discharge when during you are ovulating, menses, or you are sexually awful, and when you are pregnant, then these symptoms change drastically when it comes to smell and consistencies. When you are pregnant, the white discharge becomes very thick, and I guess its smell is like little bit odor, so it doesn't requires much attention if you keep certain points in hygienic in your mind. And these points are like cleaning of your vagina properly with the warm water while taking a bath, and cleaning of the vagina from front and back properly, using of 100% cotton materials. These are some day-to-day things to be kept in mind, so that you can keep your vagina clean and can avoid the discomfort discharge. But yes, if you are feeling some kind of burning sensation or itching sensation in your vaginal part, then you can consult your doctor, because maybe you have been prevent the eye infection. But if you're not considering any of the like itching and burning sensation, then it's very normal, and you just keep to these things in mind, that you can use warm water, and don't use any soap directly on your reproductive part, because it may harm and it may provide some bacterial infections. So there is no use for using those soaps. But yes, you can use warm water, you can use 100% of cotton materials, and you can clean your vagina from front and back both at twice a day. And these are some simple points to be kept in mind, and to be like taking care of your reproductive. So yes, these are some points to be kept in mind. And if you seriously like this video, then please show me some love in the comment section. And if you want some topics to be discussed in society on this platform, then please comment down your topic. I'll be coming up with that in the next video. And thank you if you'll appreciate me, and thank you if you don't, because I feel it's an urge of ours to talk publicly upon these topics, so that we can help many others sitting over there. Thank you so much. Stay tuned with me. Bye.